Kakati, there is a lady who has called out all gain protectors. Like if you know you're a gain protector, this is your video. But if you're from the new Uganda, chill on the side and probably enjoy this one. Let's go.
Kamba somere categories. Abe panka pankira wano nti mu protecting against and you're making noise. Kamba somere categories. I will read it until you feel it. If you're here and pay school fees in installments, you have no gains to protect. Soko sirikeko. Calm down and stop making noise for us.
So that means, singa bazadde bo bali bakuyamba to understand what is going to happen today. That is, I'm talking 10 years ago, you would be way more successful today. I'm talking to 30-year-olds, 40-year-olds maybe as well. You would be more successful today, singa bali bategera nti no, the world is going to be looking the way it's looking today. So it's your duty as a parent to think about what is going to happen in the next coming 10 years. Nti bigenda beda bitya. You guys, welcome back. Kakati tuino lunaku lumuloka to the voting day. Hopefully you watched this video before the internet is switched off. Maybe they won't switch it off. So if you're watching this, probably the internet is still on to the last day. Kakati, there is a lady who has called out all gain protectors. Like if you know you're a gain protector, this is your video. But if you're from the new Uganda, chill on the side and probably enjoy this one. Let's go.
Kamba somere categories. Abe panka pankira wano nti mu protecting against and you're making noise. Kamba somere categories. I will read it until you feel it. If you're here and pay school fees in installments, you have no gains to protect. Soko sirikeko. Calm down and stop making noise for us. Okay? Stop making noise for us. If you're here, your children are in USE, UPE. Calm down. Stop making noise. If you're here, you still go to government hospitals for malaria treatment. Calm down. Don't make noise for us. Okay? Oli mkwete kamubalangira. Toli mulangira. Ochina yo mulimu gw'amaanyi ogw'okukola. Okitegedde. We are not saying Bobi Wine is coming to give us handouts. Bobi Wine is coming to give us an opportunity that is free and fair to compete for merit. Buli omu aleete amagezi ge g'alina okusoma kwe kwalina obumalirivu bwe n'omwana wa senior 4 asobola okukola ng'alina skills mu ngalo. Why do we have a university graduate? People are going back for masters before they even understand what to do. They are already considering masters because they are hiding away from the fact that they have to job hunt. Do you know how many parents are struggling paying for masters? Omwana nasigala nga adibidde ku lujja. The family unit is all broken. We have so many single mothers and nobody is addressing that. We have urban poverty. Nobody is addressing urban poverty. Abamu kumwe fridge zamwe ziri empty zafuuka kintu kya kudecorating a deal. That's urban poverty. Ate muli wano namwe nti mwagala simanyi protecting the gains. Jangu. Uliriza.
Omukazi atuli bubi baddange. Ayogedde ku kya fridge n'enseka. Okay, my fridge has stuff. I just don't use it. I'm not always here.
Uliriza. If you're here and you finish your salary in the first week, Ulikechizibu, stop making noise and calm down. Think about yourself first. Balibo weteekamu okufuuka omulangira. They have even money under their bags, under their beds and everything. Stop making noise. If you're here, you drive cars looking at your fuel gauge. Gundigwe, by the middle of the month, week 2, you even park the car. Sit down and calm down. Stop making noise for us. You are polluting the environment, okay? You're polluting the environment for us. Stop it. Think about yourself. Think about yourself. If you're here, you're worried about school fees. February is coming. You've started making calls. Calling people who are in the diaspora. Calling your neighbors. Calling everybody. Ebibina, you're not supposed to be getting money this month, Mchibina, but you're busy calling the Chibina secretary. Omsindikira message. Gwe. You have no gains to protect mkwano. Kubanga, you even would have had financial literacy by now. If you had gains to protect, you would have had an opportunity to understand financial literacy. Okay? Calm down. Listen, if you're here, you're worried about medical fees or medical bills, or mwagaluawo, you are putting for us buka wash over 5 million. Gwe. You sit down and calm down. Lekera okutuwogana mpola. Okay? Mbegayiridde. This week, think about yourself first. Temuddamu kulowooza ku muntu yenna. Soka weerowoozeeko. Nga ggwe kino ekintu kye nnyingira nkifuniramu wa. Okitegedde? Nkifuniramu wa ekintu kino kye nnyingiramu. You're here. And then you worry about transport. How will my children go to work? How am I going to go to work? The data, you people, have you used data back home? I would rather feed a child than feeding the phone. Era, I respect everybody. I respect everybody back home. Bantu mwe muli bazira. Nze data we Uganda yantabula. Ankyankalanye. Mweralikira each time I'm going at home, I get so worried. I'm like, why is it so hard for the internet back home to be available for everyone? Kati amasanyalazi, some people live off electricity as business, as a form of income. When there is no electricity, that means they have not earned. Atenga feba nanyini ku exporting amasanyalazi, buli wamu wonna. Is that right? And you're here making noise for us. Protecting gains. Amasanyalaze gatufukidde ekizibu. Amazzi. My friend the other day was telling me amazzi bagongezeza oba unit eri kumeka ne ngamba wangi fa abalina amazzi gano gonna. What is so high about water? Mbanti masanyalaze. Anti ebibuga abantu beeyongedde. Abantu beeyongedde amazzi go tegeeyongedde. Gatuga tetunagamalamu. Kyokka they bring tax over tax. If you're here, your children are unemployed. You are still feeding them. You are giving them kosi. You are hiding away from the reality. One ali 26, 25. Kati wanga antudde no mutwe. Ali 25. 25 antuddeko. Bulungi bwati. Atenge chimuntuzizaako. The system which she was studied. The system with which she has gone to school. Batudde ku license ye. Bagalanguzi oba kumwebakako. Tetugambe ekyo tekijja kusoboka. Not under my watch. Kati oli wano tuwoganira protecting the gains. Nene mwasame. Mukwano, osula olowooza ku school fees. Otyana okuzaala abaana. Some of you have refused to give birth to children. Kubanga embeera gy'ondabamu nkakaaluka nanze mukulu wo. Neighbor ali mu kubonaabona. Maama wo ali wali akutuddeko. The elderly, why are they not all getting money?
2016 is 10 years ago. Nyata 2016 wojirowozako, it's like yesterday. 2016, there are very many things we have today in 2026 that were not here in 2016. Let me list for you like 2. AI wasn't here in 2016. Maybe it was more of like a model that is still learning. 2016, TikTok wasn't here. There are very many youths today that are earning from TikTok, I'm telling you. 2016, Dr. Kizza Besigye was still the presidential candidate, and we never had internet following him as we've seen what is going on with Bobby Wine and everything. 2016 is 10 years ago, my friend, and a lot has changed, but tukyajijukira nge aliwo just a few days ago. Now, you as a common person, Agendo Kulonda, I just want you to think about these 3 things. If you're in your 20s, you're probably going to have kids in the next 10 years. If you're in your 30s and you haven't had kids, you're probably going to have kids in the next 10 years. Ate obo mwananga in your 30s, that means this child is going to be a teenager in the next coming 10 years. I'm talking about 2036. So that means singa bazadde bo baali bakuyamba to understand what is going to happen today. That is, I'm talking 10 years ago, you would be way more successful today. I'm talking to 30-year-olds, 40-year-olds maybe as well. You would be more successful today. No, the world is going to be looking the way it's looking today. So it's your duty as a parent to think about what is going to happen in the next coming 10 years. What is going to be the most selling business? What is going to be the most valuable this and this and this and this? For you to make sure that your kids have it easy. Analyzing what will happen and what we see Uganda is going to be looking like. I'll give you an example. Someone who is 20 is not as worried as someone who is in their 50s, or maybe who is in their 40s and they haven't really done anything that much good for their lives. Someone who is 30 is looking at, I want to build a house in the next coming 10 years. Someone who is 40 is probably looking at, I want to find stability and also be able to just go like, when I'm 50, I can retire, or maybe I'm looking at these businesses to be taking care of my family and shit like that. Someone who's 70, they're probably scared that they're going to get a disease that is going to kill them. Someone who's in their 80s, they're not really worried about, they just might not be really worried about what is going to happen in their next 10 years because they know they just might be dead. It is on you, a person who is in their 20s, 30s, 40s, to be able to determine what is going to happen when you are 40, when you're 50, when you're whatever. So when you go out to vote, I just want you to think about that. Think about the world that your kids are going to live in, that your kids are going to survive in, that your kids are going to work in. Now, this lady has talked about how her daughter is probably not finding a job because of whatever that is happening. I don't know. Is that the world you want your kids to live in? And I'm thinking like by 2030, so much is going to be changing that if you are left behind, you're probably going to be left behind for a very long time. Kumanga tuli mo transition ya AI that is going to leave so many countries behind, that is going to leave so many people behind. This is sort of kind of the same time when we had computers come through and internet, and people who never learned that technology, they are still behind till death. Embeera y'obulamu yabaawula okuva ku kye baali bamanyi ekya analog to what we are living in digital today. That's why most people can't even use phones today. So in the next coming 5 years, AI is going to take so many people out of their work. And whoever that is not planning today to live in that world, they will never be able to survive. Maybe they will, but they will be below the poverty line. So think about that when you're going to vote. Thank you for watching all the way to the end. I wish you good fortune and peace.